516 right now on what turned out to be a very, very hot start to the work week.
We got it right. I mean,
yeah.
Forecasts are verifying hot, humid, and combined heat and humidity makes it feel even worse, and we're going to peak tomorrow. So a good reminder, we talk about checking on the elderly and staying inside in your air conditioning, but remember the pets as well. So limit that time outside. It does not take long for those paws to burn, especially on, say, concrete and asphalt under that blazing sun. We're going to see plenty of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. So our heat wave, our first one of the year, underway yesterday for the Hartford area. We topped that at 92. So far today, 97, tying the record for June 23rd. Tomorrow we could reach or just exceed the century mark. That would also set a record, and 95 is the record for Wednesday. So we're forecasting a 4-day heat wave. And if we reach 101 tomorrow, it will certainly rank in the hottest days here since records have been kept, and those date back to 1905. We had 103 back in 2011, in 2010, 102, and then in 1991 and prior years we hit 101. So just speaking to the magnitude of the heat that we're anticipating for tomorrow. When you also factor in our overnight lows, the high levels of humidity on the heat risk map, you can see the shades of red and purple. So that's major to extreme impacts from the weather to how we live our lives. So again, as we head into Wednesday, a step in the right direction. You'll notice no purple here across Connecticut. And as we get into Thursday, big time improvement. We have a front that's going to be dropping through. With that, a chance for some isolated thunderstorms, but will certainly go from temperatures that are reaching record highs to actually a little bit below average for this time of year. Right now we're in the mid-90s inland, and from 79 in Groton with an onshore wind to 90 New Haven and Bridgeport. That's the air temperature. Winds out there southerly for the shoreline, helping at least in southeastern Connecticut keep those temperatures down a little bit relative to farther west. But we do have those dew point values well into the 70s. Some towns even right near that 80-degree mark. Incredible levels of humidity out there, making it feel even hotter. So heat index values in the range of 100 to 110 inland, and even along the shoreline, some towns popping above 100 degrees here in the last hour or two with regard to what it feels like. 92 right now, looking live from Waterbury. Lots of sunshine, similar scene coming in from New Haven, albeit a bit hazy. And that feels right trend this evening. It will take several hours until we get, say, toward and past sunset in the 8 o'clock hour for those heat index values inland to go from triple digits back into the 90s. We'll get into the 80s a little bit sooner along the Connecticut shoreline, and across the region. Not a whole lot happening right now with high pressure and control. Tonight we bottom out only in the mid 70s. So that's our starting point for tomorrow. So that's why tomorrow afternoon we could reach or even exceed that century mark across, say, Hartford up toward Enfield. And along the shoreline, our high temperatures very much dependent upon the wind flow. So if we were to see more of an onshore wind, probably not as warm as what we're forecasting, but if it were to shift to more of a west offshore wind direction, we could actually be underplaying the forecast highs for tomorrow. It's hot, it's humid regardless. And first alert futurecast showing again lots of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. We are tracking a front tomorrow night into Wednesday that's going to sag slowly southward. And first alert futurecast highlighting really areas to our west, say into Pennsylvania, for the highest likelihood for some thunderstorms. Again, something isolated nature can't be ruled out here. So on our first alert 7-day forecast, mid-90s on Wednesday, but still feeling like, say, 95 to 105 with the high levels of humidity, and then in the upper 70s and low 80s on Thursday. Chance for those isolated storms. Friday going mostly cloudy, primarily dry to end the week. Highs in the low and mid 70s, so below average temperature-wise to end the week. And then we see them start climbing again over the weekend. 75 to 80 on Saturday, low and mid 80s on Sunday. And over the weekend, neither day looking like a washout. At the same time, an isolated shower or storm cannot be ruled out. And by Monday of next week, getting close to that 90-degree mark yet again.
All right, Mark, thank you very much.